Hello and thanks for watching another video by Low VA Rates. Today we are going to talk about VA closing costs, specifically on the VA IRRRL or Streamline refinance, the break-even analysis, and the effect that closing costs have on your mortgage payment. Now, before you say no to that really low interest rate that one of my loan officers is hopefully offering you, please watch this movie or this short video. What do you think the number one reason that we are told someone does not want to do a VA IRRRL? Now, we talk to thousands and thousands of military homeowners a month. We do not deny loans often. It is normally closing costs and your fear of those closing costs, or something you've been taught or told over the life that you've been living, that you're just so anti-closing costs that you're not willing to go just a little bit further to understand how these closing costs actually come into play and what you're missing out on. So please keep watching this video. We have veterans telling us no all the time to interest savings of 15, 25, up to even $100,000 or more. They don't want those savings. Or they say, yeah, of course I'd like to save that money, but not if you're going to charge closing costs. Now, this is why we've put so much time and energy into some of our other closing cost videos. If you want to understand closing costs and why they're there, please go to our YouTube channel and you can find some of those videos. This is going to show you how you can overcome the fears and educate yourself. Interest rates since about January of 2014 until today. Today is what? It's the 9th of June, 2016. So for about the last 2.5 years, interest rates that we've been offering here at Low VA Rates to our veteran homeowners have been ranging on our 30-year fixed rates as low as 2.75, 30-year fixed. That's a 30-year fixed rate at 2.75. We have that rate available today. There are closing costs involved. Then your APR will be up, around the 3.25 range. We have also seen 30-year fixed rates go as high as 3.25. That's still a really good rate. And our adjustable hybrid ARM loans have been fluctuating between 1.75 and 2.25. We also still have the 1.75. Interest rates are at an extremely low level right now, okay? But thousands of veterans every single month still tell us no. I don't want to save all that money. You guys have earned through your service, your sacrifice, your hard work, through your honorable service, you have earned the right to access these interest rates where civilians, your neighbors, possibly other family members, they don't even have the option. So before you say no, please, as this quote says, too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. You got about 2 or 3 more minutes of this video, and I know through education you can at least overcome some of those fears. Now, just think for a moment, what would you do with hundreds of extra dollars a month? Possibly even thousands and thousands of dollars over time. You know, I picked this picture here because I love traveling with my wife and my kids. We hear people all the time say, man, if my mortgage payment weren't so high, I could upgrade and get a nicer or newer home. You know, it's normally about family with our military clients. It's about your family. Think about that. Pause this video and think, what could you do with all this extra money before you close the door on this refinance? Travel, education, upgrading your home, paying off your bills, getting out of the rat race, letting those credit cards that are just holding you down every single month, get rid of them. We hear people say, more than anything, I just want to be able to breathe a bit easier. It's like every single month, I cannot catch up. Well, you have an opportunity. It's up to you whether or not you're going to take this benefit that the government's making so easy for you to take advantage of. That's your decision, okay? The number one reason, if you're watching this today, you're probably nodding your head and saying, yeah, that's my number one reason. The number one reason people tell us when they call us up that they want to do a Streamline refinance is because they want a lower payment. They want to save money. You have that in common with pretty much everybody. That's why people call us up. However, as you know, the best way to lower your payment is to get a lower interest rate. If you're sitting at 4% today, and I can put you at 3%, you're going to lower your payment. Now, if you're already at 2.75, which is an extremely low rate, and you still want to save money, and you want to lower your payment, that is why we also have access to the VA hybrid ARM loan down at 1.75. So if you can lower your rate, you can save money. You can lower your payment. You've got to decide if that's something that you want to do. It's fast, it's easy. We're here to help you. Okay? So honestly, what is holding you back? Closing costs. Closing costs are what are holding most of our clients back. So here's a quick table. You can pause the video after I'm done talking, and you can look at this table yourself. But basically what I've done here is I've given you every single low interest rate that we offer. Our 2 lowest hybrid ARM rates, our 2 lowest 30-year fixed rates, the associated closing costs. Now, closing costs change every day. Get exact closing costs for your loan when you speak to your loan officer. I'm assuming a $225,000 balance. If you've got a $500,000 balance, then you're going to have $20,000 in closing costs, likely. So get real numbers from a loan officer. But what you'll see here is there's a big fluctuation between payments. All of these interest rates, however, are going to likely be saving you money if you have a loan that has an interest rate of 3.75 or higher today. We can save you money here at low VA rates. You've just got to decide whether or not you can overcome this objection that you have or this fear of closing costs. What you're leaving behind is $238 a month, almost $3,000 a year, and pushing $100,000 over the life of the loan. Now, I'm making some assumptions that you've got a 3.75% rate and that you're saying no to the 1.75 hybrid. You get my point. The next couple of slides is going to bring all of this home for you. You have to understand what break even is, and you've got to be able to run the break even or understand the break even analysis that your loan officer runs and make a decision. Every single loan has a break even point. We're going to show you how to calculate it. If you're going to be in the mortgage, okay, by the break-even point, then mathematically there is absolutely no reason at all to refinance. Maybe there's some emotional reasons or some family reasons, but mathematically, if you still will be in your mortgage by the time that you hit your break-even point, numbers do not lie. If math alone is not enough to help you make a decision, then again, go back to all of those other emotional reasons not to not do it. We know why you don't want to do it, because you're afraid of the closing costs. But think of all the emotional reasons to do it. Family, travel, education, debt. It's waiting here for you with these savings to get ahead. The break even is the time in the future, normally calculated in months, when you will have saved enough money to have recovered or paid off all of your closing costs. Once you break even, everything else after that is icing on the cake, and that's kind of what the point of this picture here is. Now, here's an example of a break-even analysis. Your current loan balance is $225,000. Your new balance with us, it goes up. We don't lie about that. Your balance goes up. The difference between your old loan and your new loan must be closing costs, everything we've added to your mortgage. Your current payment's $1,042, principal and interest. Your new payment, if you took the 1.75 hybrid ARM, would be $804. Therefore, you're saving $238 a month. You're breaking even in 42 months. Here's how you do that. You take the cost of the loan, which is right here, divide that by the savings, which is right here. Your answer, 42, is months. Divide that by 12 and you'll get 3.5 years. So if you're going to be in your mortgage for the next 3.5 years and you'd like to save $238 a month, there's no mathematical reason not to do it. Now, you can even shorten your break even or speed up the time that it takes you to recover your closing costs by taking the escrow refund that I'm sure your loan officers talked to you about, any payments that you might be deferring into the future, and any savings. You could take the $238 a month savings that you're getting, and for the first 3 or 4 months, put that right back into your loan. You can break even. We see people breaking even in 8, 9, 10 months before the first year. And then they go back to, I'm going to pocket the $238 a month. We're going to save up for a year, go to Disneyland, or I'm going to pay for my kids, sports uniforms. You get the point. Calculate your break even and then make a decision. I've used this quote before: risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Please don't say no to thousands of dollars of potential savings before you've calculated your break even and you've tried to determine, even if you're going to move before your break even or you're going to refinance, don't discount what you can accomplish with the $238 a month that you're saving. Okay? I don't normally go backwards in slides, but we've had people that maybe they're not going to break even for 300 months. Okay, 25 years from now. But this savings is enough to pay down credit cards that are at 18, 19, 20%, pay off auto loans or student debt. So think about that. This makes it mathematically reasonable to refinance. The savings alone, there's a lot of emotional reasons why you might want to refinance. So you're now educated. Now that you know more, you can make some decisions and you can reduce your risk. Thanks for watching.